Bobby Linder in the second row with Wally Fullerton Smith, Bacco, Canescu, Bella the front row. For New South Wales, it's Jack Ferguson, McGaw, O'Connor, Eddinghausen, Lamb, Sterling, Langmack, Folks, Pierce the skipper, Roach, Elias and Daly.
And plenty of pressure on Daly. He's a young front rower, comes from Manly Warringah, and he's going to know about it this evening also.
So the ball is placed. Mick Stone just making sure everything's okay. Officiating in his third State of Origin match as we wait for the end. Was that a tear in the eye of Gene Miles or what?
I don't think so.
Big men don't cry. Back to the kickoff. Referee Mick Stone.
And he's got a big job in his hands this evening.
Clears the way for the second State of Origin match. And Peter Sterling immediately gives the ball to Andrew Eddinghausen. Right on the 22 he goes down. Pierce. Big hit from Bella and a little bit of a left hand to go on with. Roach, Thornton and Canescu the tacklers. Elias to kick from dummy half. McIndoe takes on Eddinghausen. Takes them all on momentarily. Alan McIndoe before he's put to the ground just outside the 22. This is Miles. Could be the last time we see him playing in the centres. Next year he may even move to the second row. Langer, Lewis out wide. And that's gone loose. New South Wales with Pierce. So midway between the halfway and the 22. New South Wales in possession. Now it's with Sterling. Across to Folks, linking up with Jack. And O'Connor's got no room to move.
Well, it's early in the game, but they're just going to play it in the forwards here, New South Wales, and settle things.
Elias running across to Roach. Then it goes to Sterling, and he'll be tackled short of the 22. Elias already running and starting to hold the ball, one hand, showing it to the Queensland defence. Last one coming up. Sterling, McIndoe. Well done, Alan McIndoe.
Queensland under a lot of pressure here. They don't want to make any mistakes, but here we go. First penalty of the match, and the pressure off Queensland.
Not allowing the man to play the ball.
Well, it's been a pretty tame start. Oh, very tame. I thought it'd be livelier than this, Alan.
Long way to go yet. Belcher finds touch. Right on the 22. Bella will take it on. Oh, he's got high by Daly. Well, I know Bennett was worried about the high tackle. Oh, Roach. By golly, they went high. The both New South Wales front row forwards, and the both two tackles have affected Canescu. Daly went for the big hit on him. Put him to ground. Thornton. Lewis took that beautifully. Wally Lewis, a strong run to the halfway. He plays it forward. That'll be a penalty. New South Wales offside. Lewis is quick thinking.
Oh, that's good stuff. Wally Lewis, a good 8 to 10 metre run, and then watch it here on the replay. Takes the tap forward. Played out by New South Wales. Wally said, how about that? And Mick Stone says, I agree with you.
Jackson finds touch. 10 metres outside the 22. Bacco. Over goes Daly with that swinging arm again. Canescu for Bella. Back it goes to Vorton. And with 4 New South Welshmen hanging on to him, Paul Vorton goes to ground on the 22. Lewis, now for Jackson. Jackson, the pass has gone to Lindner. It's gone to ground. And the scrum will be formed.
Well, Jackson's dropped 2. He can't drop any more. Andrew, what did you think of that?
Well, Bobby Lindner just had a brief look at Terry Lamb coming across, took his eye off the ball, and there you go, that's what happened when you take it off. But I think people have underestimated or forgotten to an extent about Wally Lewis, just because he's out for a week, but he showed his class already, and there he is again in his defence.
And he's got his opposite number, Terry Lamb. I don't care what people say, I really think there's pressure on Lewis tonight. Coming back into a team which had won so convincingly, and he might be the Australian captain, but he still wants to put his authority on the game, and he's done it so quickly in this first stanza. New South Wales with Elias for Roach on the blind side. Steve Roach goes to ground. Elias. Lindner, Lindner's been knocked out by Roach, and Stone's got him. Roach has flattened Bob Lindner with a right hand.
He didn't miss, and he should have backed away. He should have known it was coming. You don't stand there and wait for it to happen. Linden stood there. You don't let a front rower line you up like that. And he did. Watch it. Now he stands there. Now he takes his eyes off him. Oh, you don't do that.
Well, I thought it might have been a right hand. That looks like an elbow to me.
Well, I tell you what, whatever it was, he's feeling very, very sick. Mick Stone just giving a penalty. And he's still out there.
Lindner trying hard to get to his feet.
There's Mick Cronin on screen. I wonder what he's telling him in New South Wales.
Well, Lindner's...
Oh, he's going to the head bin, I'd say. He'd have to after that.
So Queensland are not going to bother with 2. They're after the 4 points. They want to try and nail New South Wales. Bacco goes forward. Head-high tackles galore here. Bella taking it up right to the New South Wales try line bar, 3 metres. Canescu from dummy half. Now it's with Vorton. Queensland didn't quite get it right. Now Canescu gives it to Bacco. Oh, another head-high tackle. By golly, Mick Stone's letting a lot of leeway with the Blues. Langer, Lewis, back inside, which will be dived on by Gilmister. 6 to go, touched in flight. Tony Curry gives it to Bella. Through the engine room goes the big fellow. Canescu to Langer. Now to Lewis, running inside of Vorton. Paul Vorton tackled 10 metres out. Now it's for Miles from dummy half. He's going to lose it. New South Wales ball.
And that's the mistakes we can't afford to make as we watch
Ferguson come away with it towards the 22.
But that was a lost opportunity for Queensland as we watch the backs go into plenty of action.
O'Connor standing in tackles. Gilmister. Oh, there's a right hand. Another jolting right from Miles, trying to even the score. Gilmister on for Lindner, who's in the head bin. On the 22, New South Wales in possession. Roach. He's lost it. Jackson will come up with it. Queensland's ball. Now he's ruled a knock-on in there. Andrew Slack. How's Bob Lindner? We'll get a report from Andrew on Lindner as soon as we can. He's gone to the head bin. Scrum to form. Langer coming up with it. Lewis trying to get away from Lamb. He's picked up by Magore.
Oh, he's having a great game, Wally.
Langer gives it to Jackson. That's against Folks.
Trying to pull the ball away. Not attacking the head.
And now Belcher will attempt to put the first points on the board. Queensland have been throwing everything at the Blues.
And the Blues have been throwing everything at Queensland. And yes, maybe a bit high, but you're not used to that up here, but that's what it's all about. You've got to put up with that. Got a New South Wales rep, and they play it like that down south. But, I must admit, Linda's caber, that was lucky he didn't get, well, sent for the lot or a 10-minute sin bin job. And I'm talking about Roach. That was blatant.
Belcher just inside the 22. This is a morale booster for Queensland. Psychological if they can put third points on the board, and Belcher's made no mistake. Queensland lead by 2 points to 0, and there's 9 minutes gone in the first half. Wales win a scrum just outside the 22. Elias now gives it over to Langmack and to Pearce. He's wrapped up by Fortin and Jackson on the 22-metre line. This is Elias for Sterling.
No.
Oh, no one there. He's on his own. Jack had to come up. Lewis barreled him. Jack didn't play the ball properly, and that should be Lewis's ball. By golly, I don't know about that.
Well, he's got to play the ball correctly, and he was backpedaling as he tried to play it. Well, watch it here on the replay. Now, there it is. I tell you what.
He played it, Lewis dived at it.
Yes, and Terry Lamb wasn't too interested in getting hold of it or getting into position to pick it up.
Penalty to New South Wales. O'Connor to kick for goal. 33 metres out as Lewis ponders over that decision, no doubt. 11 minutes gone. Queensland lead 2-0.
Not going to see much of the backs for a while tonight by the look of it. It's a forward battle.
Michael O'Connor, 95 points so far in State of Origin football, including the one in the United States. How's that? That's away. He's missed it. Queensland still lead 2-0. So as Lewis comes up to the 22 to drop out, we'll go to Andrew Slack for a quick report on Bob Lindner.
Well, I'm very pleased to say that Bob Lindner's back on earth. He certainly wasn't for the first couple of minutes, but just spoken to the Queensland doctor, and he will be returning to the field of play shortly.
Eddinghausen. Solid tackling.
Jackson.
Now this is Daly.
Jackson limping badly in back play.
Daly. Big strong run from Phil Daly. Now it's with Elias and Sterling. Jack. Oh, good hands, Gary Jack. Tackled by McIndoe. Jackson limping badly, as Mick Beaver said. Being attended to. Oh, Langmack's bounce face gave it to Elias. Outside the 22 at the last tackle coming up.
And if they play Jackson's wing, we're gone, and Sterling knows it, but he's gone back the other way.
Belcher will have to hurry. It goes dead.
And Jackson still limping in back play. There's Wally, but Sterling woke to that quickly. He's a great player. He had a limping man on the field, and he played to him straight away.
Quick hands from Queensland. Miles tackled. David Ryan, the trainer, on with Jackson and back play, trying to get him right. Play on is the call from Mick Stone. Kanescu plays it to Fullerton Smith. To Bella. Now Kanescu. Backo. Making good yardage. New South Wales look a bit shallow in the 5. Gill missed that. Last tackle. Back to Belcher. Over towards Jack and Eddinghausen. Jack will be there first and takes it well. He's the Australian fullback. He's out to prove it tonight. But he's run into Jackson and also McIndoe in a cruncher. Oh, there's no one there. Elias has to take it on his own. Shades of Sydney. The New South Wales front row, where were they? Elias had to die with the ball. He had no option. Eddinghausen plays it. Now through Sterling. Lamb, they've got the numbers out wide. Langmack's made a meal of it. Roach will dive on it. Knock back, says Mick Stone.
I think you're right, Alan, too. New South Wales getting a bit shallow in attack. Look, there's no one there supporting Sterling.
Sterling's on his own. Lamb's dropped it. And Curry's knocked it on as well. And we'll go to Andrew Slack.
Well, Peter Jackson, the news is good. He didn't twist his knee, just got a kick on it. As I speak, Trevor Gilmeister comes off and Bob Lindner's back on the field.
Langer feeds. Takes it out the back. Not the best pass in the world, but Belcher will pick it up. Oh, he's running to Daly. Bone crusher stuff. Fullerton Smith. More committed defence from the Blues tonight. Folkes and Pearce with the tacklers. Bella straight on into Pearce and also Roach. 2-0 Queensland lead. Belcher dummies. That's gone loose. Will be picked up by Daly and he'll go to ground. Now Sterling giving it away to Pearce. The New South Wales skipper tackled 34 metres out from his own line. Elias, Roach, Lindner and Gilmister were the tacklers.
I'd say the New South Wales will kick in a moment. There's an opening down here and he's woke to it.
McIndoe will have to fly. Lamb's put in a bottler. McIndoe picks it up. Tries to get away. Can't do so.
Looked a bit lost there, McIndoe. Just a bit lost for the moment.
I think he thought he might have knocked it on. He was looking for referee Mick Stone. Queensland driven back in solid defence here. New South Wales has Queensland pinned about 12 metres out from the line. There's blood streaming from Martin Bella's face. Thornton tackled. Langmack wanted to line up Lewis. Now it's with Lewis. Back to Backo and he's fallen down. Last one. They'll have to kick the hell out of it. Oh, Elias has just helped them out there.
I don't know. What happened to Elias then? Look, he held his head. I don't know what happened. He shakes the head. Now let's watch it. He thinks, oh, no, I'm the dummy half. And then says, where am I running to? He was lost. I think he's had a fair crack on the head somewhere. There he is.
Queensland relieve the pressure. Bella. Plenty of claret coming from him, Martin Bella. He'll get up and play it. Canescu off for a dart to pick up Backo. And again, it's Wayne Pearce and Phil Daly doing the damage. Back to Langer. In comes, oh, he's got rid of it. Folkes came in. Now it's with Lindner. Oh, didn't get the pass away, did the right thing. No percentage on that.
He thought the support was coming, but it was a blue.
Bella putting it down. I'm just wondering whether Bella's vision's impaired there, Mick.
Well, that was the side he was passing to. He's got a bit of claret coming out. He'll have to get that cleaned up. But, of course, can't spare a man off the field in this type of game.
Here's Jack coming into the back line, but it goes to O'Connor. Here's Lewis. He's missed him. He's dummied. Jack, they've got the numbers. Oh, he's gone the wrong way, Gary Jack. He had Lamb beside him. That would have been shut the gate, I feel. Now it's with Lamb. Oh, Sterling's dropped it. There's no numbers out wide. Queensland cover should be too good. It is. New South Wales didn't get it right. Elias. Daly dropping it. Pearce. Knocked back, says Mick Stone. It's play on. Broken play. Elias. They've got the numbers. They've got to score. He'll dummy O'Connor. He'll go on his own. He'll score. O'Connor in the score. New South Wales lead 4 points to 2.
Well, you can talk about knock-ons and whatever and what might happen, but you play to the whistle. Queensland didn't get their act together in defence and paid the penalty. You don't let those blue back lines get going. Have a look at it. Now, they thought it was a knock-on here. Daly, well, it's past that. Here's O'Connor. Look at it. Open shot. I think I could have scored there.
Well, McIndoe wasn't going to leave his wing. Once the opening was created, they always had the numbers in O'Connor. Lewis went for the intercept. He knew they were gone, Lewis. He knew there was only one chance to intercept. It didn't come off, and O'Connor beat Belcher to score. Andrew Slack.
Often the best attacking ploy is to drop a ball because, as you say, the concentration falls and the defence gets a bit upset. That's what happened there. The overlap was created and Wally had no option but to go for it.
Just in from touch. It's going to be away. That's no goal. New South Wales lead 4 points to 2. The Winfield State of Origin coming your way live from Lang Park. Fullerton Smith is playing it now and it goes to Bella. Still going hard at the defence. Daly gave him a bit of a facial. Underneath was Elias and Langmack. Canescu. 5 metres out, New South Wales lead, 4 points to 2. Now it's with Vaughton. Runs into Daly. That's where his progress ends. Last one coming up. Langer. Lewis. Little chip. Jackson! He couldn't hold it. He couldn't hold it.
I think he might have been offside. Just the same. Here, we won't see it probably, but I think here it is. You can't see the line, but I'd say he might have been about half a metre or so in front of Wally, but it doesn't matter. He's blowing it and he's knowing. He knows.
The Queensland handling tonight hasn't been as safe as it was in Sydney as Roach.
You know why? Because they're copping a bit. That's all it's about.
Pearce goes up the middle. He's met by Vaughton and Canescu, and now it's Elias to give it to Sterling, and that'll send back Belcher back, and also Curry. Curry will have to fly. He can't fly fast enough. He needed to be a Boeing jet
to catch that one. You're right. But see, this is it. This is Sterling's game. His forwards are going forward tonight, so you're going to see a much better game from Sterling. He's not under any, or well, not under as much pressure as he was down south.
Langer to feed. Queensland ball. Belcher. Lewis. Oh, he and Magore hit. Lewis went forward. Magore finished him off. Queensland in a bit of a bunch. Miles trying to relieve a bit of pressure. Outside the 22. Off goes Lindner. And who's been called out of the Roach again?
He put his foot in his head. Now, yes.
10.
He's given him 10 for that. And I reckon so too. I don't know. There's a lot of people pleased about that in the stand, but no, I've got to say it. Probably won't see it on the replay, but here, yes it is. Now watch it. Now watch his feet. Watch it. Watch his feet. Now watch the foot. No, nothing. So he's got it for nothing, and I thought he lifted it.
Well, I think he might have got it for the left hook he tried.
Oh, I don't know about that.
But Queensland have got the ball.
Andrew, what did he get that for?
Yeah, it was a left hook, Mick, I'm afraid.
Well, I was watching his galoshes.
Lindner on the halfway mark. Backo's dropped that ball. And the New South Wales defence getting up pretty strongly. Miles driven back. Great tackling from Lamb. Lewis giving it to Langer. Langer's stayed out of the thick of things tonight. I think that might have been Bennett's instructions early. Keep him away for a while. Let him come home in the latter half of the game. Lewis gets the kick in. And that'll be for Jack. Vaughton waits for him. He runs around Lindner. Tries to set up Ferguson. And eventually the cover picks him up.
Oh, that's a great run from the full-back, though.
Now it's with Sterling trying to pick up his forwards. Folks, who wants it? Pearce, O'Connor, chip ahead. Eddinghausen on the fly. He's still got it, and he'll go into touch. Clever thinking from O'Connor, thinking all the time.
I'll give Alan McIndoe a rap there. He did well. Here's the replay. Kicked ahead. Now McIndoe had to go for it. And he kicked to the head, was caught, and then he put the bloke into touch. Well done.
Belcher up from fullback. Belcher outside the 22. There's 16 minutes to go before half-time. New South Wales lead 4 points to 2 in a torrid encounter. Martin Bella 10 metres outside his own quarter. Backo runs into Daly. Oh, I'm not too sure about those types of passes. Queensland panicking a bit. Vaughton won't panic.
Well, it was worth the chance. I'd have to disagree with you there, Al. He had the broken play, and if they could have got it away, it was on. Oh, that's tackling.
That's Daly on Canescu. No wonder Phil Daly was brought into the side. And Canescu felt it. Langer chips. Jackson's on the toe. McIndoe and Belcher are there. Belcher gives it to McIndoe. There's too much cover. Over comes Jack. And it's 6 to go. Langer against Eddinghausen. Or was it Jack? It doesn't matter. Queensland have the penalty. and they're outside the 22. Penalties going Queensland's way, 7-1. Fullerton Smith inside the 22. Langer, Backo, piling forward the prop forwards. Now for Lindner, and then Langer, Lewis, Jackson. In the centre of the field, Lewis the dummy half. Gives it towards Bella. Standing in the tackles, and he'll lose it.
He was trying to pass that one to support.
Here's Elias. Runs into Curry. And one of the most devastating tacklers in the game today, Tony Curry, puts him down. And here's Chicka Ferguson. 33 years of age, playing State of Origin football. Lamb. Now O'Connor with any room. No, Lewis got him. Stepped inside Jackson. Lewis waited for him. McGaw. Elias. Tackled by Konescu's got it away. See, this is a bit of panicky stuff. Sterling will kick.
Well, that was Elias's fault. He tried to do some fancy kicking from dummy half. Didn't come off.
Belcher's going to take Curry with him. Oh, no, they've dropped it. Knocked it on New South Wales, and that was also lucky.
Oh, that was sloppy play. You'd have to say that from Queensland. And I tell you what, even sloppier from New South Wales, because if they'd have picked that one up cleanly, it was shut the gate.
Sterling takes it out and gives it to Lamb. Jack's coming in the back line. Miles has got him. They've kept it alive with McGaw. He's shrugged off. Lewis, he's into space. He's looking for Andrew Eddinghausen. He's going to go and lose it. Langer should come up with it. He didn't. He tried to get it with his foot instead of diving on it. But McGaw found space.
Oh, that was a good, strong run from McGaw. He pushed Wally off and then started to run away. Here he is. He's in the run. Now, I don't know what he was trying to do because there was no one there to pass it to.
And that's knocked on, and there is some sloppy football going on. I think the hits are starting to take their toll out there, Farmer. Both sides are looking very sloppy with the ball.
Well, I would be too. What do you think of that, Andrew Slack?
Well, I'm a bit curious as to how many 6 tackles we've had. I don't think either team has held it for 6 tackles, and certainly I believe Queensland are trying to do too much in their own quarter. New South Wales running with a bit of breeze, which Sterling's quite sensibly using, but I think they've just got to consolidate both sides, really.
Great tackle, Terry Lamb on Peter Jackson. Bella, Lindner. 10 metres outside the 22. There's 12 minutes to half-time. New South Wales in front 4-2, and they're getting up very, very fast in the play the ball, the Blues.
Oh, he's got to be offside. There's Wayne Bennett watching closely.
Lewis sending Jack back for a bit of a scout. Jack will pick it up. Here's Miles and Curry. Curry gets him. And New South Wales are 18 metres out from their own line. Ferguson will have to run it on his own. Who waits for him? Fullerton Smith. Pressure time. The last 10 minutes of the first half. Pearce.
No support. There's a bit of a problem in that New South Wales back line in close.
Langmack. Langmack. He's found Sterling, but where is everybody? There's no one there.
Oh, that's terrible play from New South Wales. Their support play is non-existent. Andrew Slack.
Well, you notice with that last kick of Wally Lewis's, they were very, very slow to get back. Whether or not they're tiring a little, you'd have to doubt it after only half an hour of play, but certainly they're not getting back, and when they do, there's no depth about it.
Sterling finding touch to relieve pressure.
I tell you what, the Maroons are getting a bit tired too, Andrew. Belcher didn't run for that one as hard as he should. There's Bella. The blood pouring out, but of course you don't run on your head, you run on your feet, so he'll be right.
Who's going to come up with that one? Here's McIndoe. Runs it outside his own 22 is where he'll try to get to his feet and play it to Belcher. The New South Wales players a mile offside in the play of the ball. O'Connor and McGaw were nearly in the Queensland line. Backo.
Well, that's an advantage. If Backo these blokes can break the line, New South Wales backs are up offside, the crack can really be on.
Lewis sending back Eddinghausen and Jack. Eddinghausen will try and run right across field with his speed. There he goes. Oh, underneath Fullerton Smith. Great tackle. He just cut him down. Magore. Big, strong fellow Magore. This fella from Cronulla, Sutherland.
He's playing like a second rower right there.
9.5 minutes to the break. 4 points to 2. New South Wales lead 1 try to 0. Folks. Tackled by Lindner and Bella. I think both these teams are pretty tied. I wonder if one of them will crack before the half-time break. Lewis. So Queensland with a chance now. Off goes Bobby Lindner. High goes Daly. Lindner goes on again on another run. Backo, he's running straight into them. Backo. Courage. New South Wales defend grimly. Bella. 5 metres out from the line. Canescu to dummy half. Now it's for little Alan Langer. Miles. He'll be tackled. Last one coming up. Lewis will call for it. Lang will go on his own. And there's a penalty for being offside in the fight. Have a look where they were.
Well, I tell you what, yeah, they might have been up, but did you see where the ball was and where Queensland attack was? In behind them and on the way. Oh, that's not playing the advantage. We don't want 2 points here, Queensland. They wanted 4 or 6. And oh, dear me. Although he wasn't watching, he was watching out this way.
So Roach is back on the field. Mick, after the 10 minutes in the sin bin, so New South Wales have done well. They've held Queensland with only 12 men. Backo getting rid of the shoulder pads, and Belcher has a chance to make it the equaliser. And while Belcher lines up, the kick will go to Andrew.
I wonder if Steve Roach will slow things down now that he's been given the 10 minutes in the bin. Certainly, most of his tackles early in that first half, plus the bash to Bob Lindner, went around the eyebrows and nothing lower. I think if he does anything like that, he'll be gone for the game. He may tone his tackling down, which will take a definite amount of sting out of the New South Wales defence.
Belcher has the ball placed. 1 out of 1 so far. And that's 2 from 2. We've got an even ball game for all the score. 7 minutes to go to half-time. So Queensland come back to their positions. Lewis getting some sort of help from David Ryan, the Queensland trainer.
Probably getting a few directions as well. Most important 6 minutes for Queensland and for New South Wales, but particularly Queensland. They're defending.
Miles will take them on. Almost to the 22. Langmack was the tackler with Elias. Elias is going to get the ball for him. Sterling. Now they start to move it with Magore. Lindner will get him in cover. Queensland have to defend. Benny Elias, quick thinking. They're only 80 metres out from the line, New South Wales. Ferguson, he's tackled by Canescu. Now Daly's turn. Backo and Canescu, the tacklers. Elias from dummy half, giving it to Rhodes. Back to Elias. Sterling, short pass for Pearce. Lindner's got him.
Great defence from Queensland and a very smart attack from New South Wales.
Now with Roach. He should be fresh after 10 minutes. Last one coming up. Sterling will be the playmaker. There he is. Grubber. Lewis. McIndoe. McIndoe's got the speed. He should have the speed. Jack. That's gone forward. Gary Jack. What a great cover defence tackle from the Australian fullback. Absolutely brilliant, Gary Jack.
And that's why he's the Australian fullback and has been. Here's the replay. McIndoe knew he was coming. Look at Jack. He had him lined from away back. Now, McIndoe did the right thing there. He tried to keep it in play, but it didn't come off a New South Wales player, so it was a forward pass.
Sterling feeds, and now Lamb. He'll take on Belcher, and Belcher will put him down. 5 minutes to the break. Lewis almost offside there, but it goes wide now with Eddinghausen. He's in from his right-hand wing, playing all over the place tonight, Eddinghausen. He's that type of player, a scouter, a rover. Pierce got rid of it quickly to Folkes. I don't think Folkes was too keen to have it. Now Sterling through to Lamb. Inside to O'Connor. And now it goes to Langmack. Out to Jack. They keep it alive. This is where New South Wales are dangerous. Magor still going. Back to Lamb. Here's trouble. Curry. That would have to have gone forward, I feel. It'll go dead in goal. Towed it eventually at the end by Jackson.
Well, Lamb ran away from his support. I couldn't believe that. They were home. Queensland was shot. Now, this is where Lamb went back inside, and he had Benny Elias screaming in the open field and went away from him. Oh, that saved Queensland. Dead set sure. He's done it twice, actually.
Well, Lamb almost butchered a try when he came on in the stadium. Eventually got away with it in Sydney, and he had Benny Elias screaming up the middle. Elias was under the post. There was no risk about that, and Lamb went the wrong way.
And Elias has got plenty of speed.
Well, Lamb won't be going to Wembley, as that's picked up by Ferguson. Checker Ferguson and Mick Art, New South Wales, dangerous when they start throwing the ball and broken play, just supporting the ball carrier.
Oh, they look awful. Yes, look at this big black roach stepping through the middle a bit. We've got to tighten up that straight line of defence.
Now for Daly. New South Wales front rowers make good territory.
Sam missed. No, Bella's getting a bit back. He's been pinged, but I don't blame him for that. He got a few short ones in. I wonder if he'll, 3 minutes to go, if he'll get 5 or 10 minutes now.
Well, Queensland would want to keep an eye on the play. Nothing like Sterling to take a quick tap and off.
Well, he's just given a penalty, but he could have given Bella 10 minutes for that, but he didn't. He didn't give Roach anything for knocking over Lindner. Yeah, Lindner. Now watch it. Now watch Bella. Watch the left hand. No, it's the right hand. Didn't do anything, but he's just letting them know he's there.
Well, he's given away 2 points because this is smack bang in front of the post. So with 2.5 minutes to the break, New South Wales should go to that break with a 2-point lead. I wouldn't fancy O'Connor missing from that angle.
Well, I suppose it's hard, and you're supposed to have great control, but if you had an eye like Bella's and you knew someone had put it on you, I think I'd be giving him 1 or 2 myself.
Up and over. New South Wales lead by 6 points to 4. 2 minutes to go to half-time. Mick, this is a game where these sides are just going so hard. In the second half, one side is going to crack. You can't keep this up for 80 minutes, surely.
Well, it's state of origin football, and that's what they're out there for, but I feel it'll be the broken play that you were talking about that could bring Queensland undone if they allow it. They must keep that straight line of defence, and no one misses a one-on-one tackle or they will have a cooked goose.
Eddinghausen, Canescu in a great defensive tackle. Pierce towards the 22. New South Wales in front 6-4. 1 try to 0. Roach. Elias giving it to Folkes. Lewis puts him down. 10 metres outside the 22. Sterling. Another good kick from Sterling. And it'll beat Curry into touch.
And when they bounce like that, I know they're only about a half a metre away. And the bloke looks a bit of a goose, but it's not. He may as well be sitting up in the Frankfurt stand. 41 seconds, 40 seconds to go. First half, I might add.
Belcher just on the 22. Seconds ticking away. Curry trying to have a gallop from the wing in the last 20 seconds of the first half. Bella has not shirked the issue at all, even though he's been badly gashed. Really played strongly, Bella. So has Bacco. So has Daly and Roach. It really has been the big men again. That is half-time. New South Wales lead by 6 points to 4, and we'll go straight to the sideline and Andrew Slack.
Well, Dale, Shearer, how have you seen the first
Get
half?
to the action of the first half.
Knocked back, says Mick Stone. It's play on. Broken play. Elias, they've got the numbers, they've got to score. He'll dummy O'Connor. He'll go on his own. He'll score. O'Connor in the score. New South Wales lead 4 points to 2.
Well, you can talk about knock-ons and whatever and what might happen, but you play to the whistle. Queensland didn't get their act together in defence and paid the penalty.
Lewis, little chip. Jackson, he couldn't hold it. He couldn't hold it.
I think he might have been offside. Just the same.
He'll be tackled. Last one coming up. Lewis will call for it. Lang will go on his own. And there's a penalty for being offside in the fight. Have a look where they were. Belcher has the ball placed. 1 out of 1 so far. And that's 2 from 2. We've got an even ball game for all the score. 7 minutes to go to half-time. Takes it to the 22 before he's put to ground by Mark McGaw. Fullerton Smith. Folks and Elias put him down. Backo ran into Daly. And he's left Roach on the floor. That was a good run from Backo.
Yes, early in the second half. They'll be needed, these big fellas.
Belcher.
That's a big kick.
Over Jack's head. Now Gary Jack. Up comes the Maroon, a line of about 6. And he's got through the lot of them. He's going all over the place. And he's going to stand and get rid of the ball to Sterling. And the Maroons went up with a line of about 6 or 7 farm, and he went straight through.
And that's what I was talking about, that one-on-one defence. If it cracks, Queensland and us, we're in trouble.
On the halfway mark, Roach takes it forward and gets rid of it. 10 metres inside Queensland territory. New South Wales moving the ball nicely with Langmack. He's tackled by Vorton and Lewis. Now Elias. And that's a mile out of the full. Scrum the pack will go to Andrew Slack in the meantime.
Well, if we saw some mistakes in the first half, we might expect some more in the second half because, pardon me, the rain has started. Queensland have got a decent breeze to use, but the rain is quite heavy, and obviously some slip ball may be a result of it.
You were nearly speechless there, Andrew.
That frog that was running around earlier, the cane toad, was in the throat, Mick.
Back to Lewis and Vorton. Oh, strong defence from the Blues. Heavy tackling. In there, Elias and folks. Bella. 5 metres inside New South Wales territory. The Blues lead 6-4. New South Wales coming up. Jackson lost it. Thrill knockback. Belcher. McIndoe kicks ahead. Who's got the speed? Ferguson. Oh, good work, McIndoe. And that's what Don Furner said to Andrew Slack. Bennett wanted them to kick and chase.
Well, he kicked and he chased it. And he's got, look at this, he drops it on the foot beautifully. And then it was a chase. Ferguson got there first, thought he'd clean it up quite easily. And here comes McIndoe. Not a nice bounce for him either. Ferguson, well done. Pressure on New South Wales now.
Drop out from underneath the uprights. 3 minutes gone in the second half. Miles. Oh, took on Folks. Folks put him down. He's a good defender, Folks, no doubt about that. Lindner, only 10 metres out from the try line. Bella.
No support for Bella.
That was a set play. Now what's on? Who wants it? Alan Langer giving it to Lewis, running across, giving it to Belcher. Thornton. And the New South Wales cover came in numbers.
Oh, Borton held on. Well done.
Lewis giving it to Backo. Only about 4 metres out from the line. Lewis on the last tackle. Chip. Who is it? It's Folks who'll dive on the ball. And there's a New South Wales player hurt. We'll catch him for you in a moment.
He's just outside that white line.
It's Langmack who's injured. Lewis trying to keep New South Wales in goal. O'Connor dumped into the ground. Langmack is crook as a butcher's hook and back play. Now Magore. Queensland don't want to give away a penalty inside the 5. New South Wales pinned on their own line. Elias. And now the kick will come. Sterling the general. No, that aside to run it. On the last tackle, they're flipping it everywhere. And that will be the changeover. Queensland will come up in possession.
They took the punt to run it, and it was Belcher that hunted McIndoe up into the line. He said, they're not going to kick. He anticipated that beautifully, Belcher.
Canescu 10 metres out. Queensland haven't crossed the New South Wales line tonight. Bacco on the 10-metre line. New South Wales lead 6-4. They've scored 1 try to 0. Bella 5 metres out.
He's let one go, Bella again.
Where are the runners now? Langer, Lewis, giving it to Belcher. Oh, over the top came Daly.
Oh, he's having a great game, that Daly. Beautiful game.
Lewis, half a metre out. The last tackle coming up. New South Wales defence sensational tonight. Who's it for? Langer. Kick. That come off a Queensland player. And so the scrum to form. And New South Wales, by golly, there's more commitment and defence here tonight than we saw at the stadium.
I thought they might have gone for a field goal there just to take the pressure off, but they seem to know what they're doing.
Jack on the blind side. This has to be Queensland's chance, Mick. They have to keep New South Wales down here. Can't afford any great breaks in play as Eddinghausen runs it out about 10 metres.
That one-on-one I was talking about, most important now.
Oh, Pearce hitting a heavy tackle. Sterling, Lamb.
There's a man over.
O'Connor. He dummies and away he goes again. Lamb backs up on the inside. Magore's knocked it on. And now Lindner picks it up. Bobby Lindner. And how play does fluctuate. Now it's Queensland. New South Wales are a mile offside in the play. The ball, they're back about 1 metre. They've come up with possession. Queensland have mucked it up.
Oh, they were offside, but that was a dreadful mistake from Queensland. They just threw the ball away to New South Wales.
Now Elias will get things moving as he picks up Roach. And the New South Wales pack go forward.
Mick Cronin telling them all about it again.
Langmack, Sterling picks it up beautifully and found space. Oh, here's trouble. Langmack's given it to Ferguson, but Belcher's got him. Good work, Gary Belcher, anticipation. And oh, they are finding gaps in the Queensland line, Farmer the Blues.
Well, it's that back line. Belcher, Bella's given it, don't argue, to Benny Elias. Swish, just pushed him, but it looked good.
Alan Lang has been very quiet tonight. I'm just wondering whether it's a ploy by Bennett to use him in the latter part of this game, Mick.
Well, it might be, but here's the kick from Queensland. No chasers. Look at him. Jackson's turning around saying, let's show him. What a great kick, too.
Here's McIndoe trying to inject himself up. Jackson comes up with Miles. There's not a lot of speed. And Jack goes to ground. Bulletin Smith could have been pinged for a late tackle, although it was only fractionally late. And Niggles out there now. There could be an explosion out there shortly. Pearce runs into the New Queensland defence. The pressure this game's been played at. Which team is going to crack first? It could be whoever scores the next try. Mick could easily win the game.
There's Bennett watching it with great interest.
Sterling. Well, Langmack's thrown that into touch.
Well, he was trying to pick up Mark Magore out there, but Magore wasn't there. Look at Sterling. He's supposed to be there, Sadie reckons, but he wasn't.
This has been one hell of a match as far as toughness is concerned in the front row. Langer. Long pass to Jackson. He ran into Alan Langer.
And that's a shepherd. And why would Peter Jackson step inside there? The gaps were out wide. The ball must be moved to the fringes of the back line all the time, and if you step inside, you're walking right into the strength of New South Wales. And we've seen how strong they are tonight.
Well, Lamb's actually kicked that backwards.
In fact, the touch judge over there has given him a couple of metres.
A bit lenient. Now with Elias. Sterling, and there goes Daly, and that's the halfway mark. 6 points to 4 the lead for New South Wales. Roach, out the back, who wants it? Eddinghausen, tackled by Lewis. And now that'll be a scrum. Andrew Slack.
New South Wales have obviously learnt their lessons from 2 weeks ago. Certainly when Queensland have the ball, Gary Jack is standing much flatter than Jonathan Docking did, and subsequently Alan Langer's great ploy of the chip kick has been nullified. But Queensland making a lot of mistakes.
Here's trouble. Queensland live to fight another day. Mick Stone ruling that the ball had been knocked forward, and Queensland can't hold the football.
Terry Lamb saying a few words about that. No, they can't, and they've got to learn to. They control it in New South Wales, but they're finding it a bit harder tonight because they're being hit a lot harder.
Now Lamb. Lewis gets away from him. Here's Jack. He's run out of space. Ferguson. Oh, and underneath Fullerton Smith. Great tackle. Here's McGaw. Doesn't mind a bit of rough stuff. Fullerton Smith and Lewis has come up with the ball.
Knocked on.
And then he's lost it, so he's going to play a double knock on by the look of it.
Benny Elias took it off him.
I'm just wondering if that ball is greasy. We've had a couple of misty showers, and maybe that ball is a little bit slippery. Langer.
Well, in actual fact, it's raining now.
Oh, there's another mistake.
That was a shocking pass.
Queensland will have to settle things down. New South Wales doing it well at the moment. Belcher's dropped it. I think the ball must be slippery. Away goes Folks, and then O'Connor just held onto it. Driven back by Jackson. So New South Wales have got the ball outside the 22 by about 10 metres. Elias. Folks goes to dummy half through Sterling. And then it goes to Langmack. Centre of the field, he's put down. Fullerton Smith and Lindner.
It is raining lightly, Alan.
Langmack and Fullerton Smith looking at each other. Sterling on his own. 28 minutes to go on the match. Lamb's kicking. Here's O'Connor on the fly. It's towed ahead, and Belcher will save.
Oh, by Jove, isn't he a dangerous player, that O'Connor? Andrew?
Well, I had the privilege of playing with him for some seasons, Mick, and I've never seen a player with such balance, and I don't think you could have had it better exemplified than then. I thought for all money he was in the grandstand there, and he stepped off his right foot, got inside the defender, and unfortunately for him, and fortunately for Queensland, the kick was just a bit too hard.
So the pressure on Queensland now to drop out from underneath their own goalpost. New South Wales leading 6-4, and that's for Gary Jack. He's a great competitor. Miles puts him down. New South Wales are back down at the Queensland 22 as Daly. A big run, Phil Daly.
Oh, he's having a great game, that fellow.
Now Roach. And they're only 12 metres out from the line. New South Wales leading 6 points to 4.
And starting to run a little bit.
Now Lamb, McGaw. He goes to ground. He's about 15 metres out from the try line. Ferguson getting rid of it. Sterling, who wants it? They haven't got the numbers. Pearce will have to take it on his own. And Wayne Pearce, the New South Wales skipper, goes to ground. Last tackle coming up. What's on for the Blues? Sterling puts it high as the rain comes down with the ball. Oh, that's come off. Belcher to Sterling, and Lewis will be tackled in goal. Sterling hung on to that ball. There was big trouble.
Wally's saying a few words, but he saved the day.
Here comes the touch judge.
Queensland under a lot of pressure. Here's Belcher trying to line it up, but Sterling got in between him. And Wally very lucky to get hold of that one.
McIndoe off, and Brett French is on. Lewis drops out for O'Connor. That's the halfway mark. Now he runs it back. Tackled by Langer. McGaw giving it to Elias. Now New South Wales regroup. Getting into the pattern. Well, almost the pattern. Pierce. Eddinghausen from dummy half. Giving it to Daly. And the big fellow charges towards the 22. This has been a good comeback by Daly. He broke his jaw in California last year. Langmack, Jacks put it down. Lewis will come up with it. Now Curry to take on New South Wales. Still running Curry. He's lost it. Ferguson's come up with it. New South Wales have got the numbers out wide. A quick play the ball, and Queensland are in strike. Now they regroup out wide. Sterling knows. Folks, outside the 22. Roach. Tackled by Fullerton Smith. He's done some great tackles in this match. Sterling chips. Who's home? Belcher. And he'll cover about 3 or 4 metres out from his own line. Miles. New South Wales playing the game well. They've got Queensland pinned, Mick, and they're going to have to create a break to get out of there.
Well, they'll have to hold it long enough to kick, you see. But this ball looks so slippery that they're just not out. Backo makes a break.
Couldn't get the pass to Linder. Linder was well and truly covered. But Queensland going forward, and that'll be a penalty against Folks. Andrew Slack.
Well, silly play by Steve Folks, but I think he can be forgiven because if any player has made enormous improvement in 2 weeks, it's that fella. He's been vital to the New South Wales defence, and we hardly sighted him down in Sydney.
As the rain starts to tumble down, New South Wales leading 6-4.
And this is when these big fellas are really going to be needed and hold the ball. No excuses to drop it.
Canescu outside the 22. Borton. Oh, Paul Borton. Still going. Strong run from the lock forward. Now Canescu away to Langer. And they've got up quickly on Lewis. He had no hope.
He's pinged Linder for being offside. That was touch and go. Andrew Slack, what did you think? Did you see that?
Yeah, fair penalty, Mick. I'd have thought he came. Wasn't much in it, but I'd say at least a foot, and he did come from an offside position. Stone on the spot, correct decision.
They take the quick tap and they're off. This is nothing about New South Wales. You can't give them any leeway. French puts down the New South Wales attack. Outside now, the halfway, Eddinghausen. I can't help but think, Mick, whoever scores the next try is going to win this match.
Well, they're going to be... Hello?
It's gone loose. O'Connor's lost it in the air. Canescu's picked it up.
Knocked on.
Knocked
From
on.
Queensland. It's not a popular decision, but it's a correct decision.
And the Blues on. It's all on now. Martin Bella taking out his frustrations. Bella's going after Pierce. In comes Folks. Elias is into it. Martin Bella has been trying to get square all night to it forever. Opened his eye, I'd say. There's Bella.
Well, good to see it. I mean, he's got to defend himself. They put it on him. But I was watching Sam Backo and Roach away on their own having a tape to tape. But all he can do is pack a scrum. Can't do much else.
In the meantime, Lewis talking to his players, trying to tell him to get their mind back on the job. Out comes Canescu.
Here's the replay. Well, it was Daly's giving someone a bit of peppering on the ground, and Wally came in, and it was Canescu on the ground.
Andrew Slack.
Yeah, well, as simple as that. It was Canescu was trying to get up after the whistle had been blown. Daly wouldn't let him. Greg wasn't too enthralled with Daly's performance, and away they went. But Daly definitely threw the first punch.
Well, as everyone, Lewis is not agreeing with what has happened. He's saying Koneskju's had the ball. He's had the ball, says Wally. He's had the ball, says Wally. Koneskju can't believe what's taking place out there. And someone's got 10 in the bin. It's Koneskju.
Enraged. No? Daly?
Daly and Koneskju have both got 10. Well, Wally can't believe it, and Mick Stone saying, I'm in control of this game, pal. You'll get 5. He's given him 5 for back chat. Lewis has gone for 5 for back chat. Oh, it's all on now, Farmer.
Oh, this will liven things up if they haven't been lively enough. How about this, Andrew?
And here come the cans onto the ground. This is not good. The media are getting barraged. I don't think Mick Stone can let this game go on. There's cans on the ground. He can't let this go on. He stopped the match. This is a sensation. Mick Stone has stopped the match, and rightly so. And the bottom line is, can this game be restarted?
Oh, they'll restart it again. But what antagonised the crowd was he sent Wally packing because he was trying to defend what Koneskju had done. Koneskju, he can't do anything because he's hanging in the ruck. He's in the scrum.
Andrew Slack, what's happening?
Well, all I can say is I'm glad I'm on this side of the field because I'd need the bike helmet if I was over there.
You're not kidding. And a lot of these cans are full. If anyone gets hits on the head, it could be nasty business. Now, there's 19 minutes to go in the match. New South Wales leads 6-4. Lewis has got 5 in the bin. Koneskju and Daly have got 10. So it's 12 men for New South Wales and 11 for Queensland. Or 12 for Queensland. I'll start that again. New South Wales with a big advantage. Lewis off the park. Now they're running. It's intercepted. Jackson, has he got the speed? Here comes Ferguson. He's got him. Curry goes to dummy half. Oh, that should be 5 in the bin. That's a professional foul. He's gone for 5.
I
and
thought
rightly so.
he should have gone for 10. And now the 10 start again.
That was Folks. And Mick Stone's got big problems.
He's holding up the game. The police are down there trying to keep the can throwers from throwing the cans on the ground, and they're kicking them off the field.
So it's 11 men apiece now. Fanny Vorton is the skipper with Lewis gone. He won't worry about 2 points. Vorton wants the try. He wants the psychological advantage. What the last 18 minutes shall bring, we
They're
shall
offside.
find out. Lindner about 3 metres out from the line. Linder's hurt. He'll just be able to play it to Vorton. Bella will have to take the tackle. Linder trying to get to his feet. Little Langer. Alan Langer tackled and driven back by Sterling.
They won't go through there. They've got to move it wide.
Linder. Bobby Linder. Only about a half a metre out. Langer across to Vorton. Vorton, where are the runners? He only needed 1. Stood on the tackle. Last one coming up. Backo goes to dummy half. He goes for the line. He has scored. Sam Backo is in to score. Queensland hit the front. They lead by 8 points to 6.
And off goes the firecrackers. And that's a pretty good try from the front rower because they knew he was going to run from dummy half, but they still couldn't hold him. In actual fact, when he went into dummy half, I thought, you shouldn't be there, big fella. You should be running onto it. Well, he didn't have to. Scored from dummy half. 8-6 for Queensland, and it's looking lovely. And look, Wally Fulton-Smith there. Look at that up there. Look at that. Here it is. Watch back out. Now, oh, that's strong stuff. That is strong stuff. In this sort of game, you shouldn't score from there. Look at Sterling saying, where the hell were you forwards? And they weren't there.
Well, has this game got everything?
Yes, well, they could have been throwing the full cans up here instead of throwing them onto the field. Andrew Slack?
Well, Steve Roach has been replaced by Canterbury's Bankstown's Paul Dunn, and I can tell you Steve is not a happy chap. He just stood when Dunn went across to say that he had to come off, stood with his hands on his hips and glared right in Dunn's eyes. But nevertheless didn't do him any good. He's now on the sideline.
Gary Belcher, 100% record tonight, 2 from 2. Queensland lead 8-6 with the kick to come. Oh, this has been tough stuff tonight. Belcher's kicked it. Queensland lead 10-6. You're watching the Winfield State of Origin from Lane Park. Gary Jack has the ball. He runs to the 22, and that's another great run from Gary Jack.
And a good tackle by Fullerton Smith.
Lewis is back on the field after 5 minutes in the bin. There goes Ettinghausen. Paul Dunn on for Roach. Elias giving it to Sterling. Alive, they keep it. That's Dunn with the ball, playing in his first State of Origin match. Paul Dunn, he'll remember this for many a day. Here comes Stephen Folkes back on the field. So Folkes is back. Lewis is back. They've got to wait for Daly and Canescu. Langmack is tackled. Rain starts to fall. 14 and a quarter minutes remaining. Queensland in front, 10-6 in a nail biter. Lamb. Belcher.
The rain's pouring down.
Gary Belcher tackled.
They'll have to play it tight and safe. That ball will be slippery.
Bobby Lindner. Something like 16 tackles in the first half. He's lost it. Ferguson, tackled by Curry. New South Wales outside the 22. To Sterling. And then Folkes. And he'll be tackled.
Folkes ran away from his supports on that occasion.
Now Elias to Sterling. Then it goes to O'Connor and Jack. Jack can't break the tackle of Paul Gorton. In there too was Brett French. Ettinghausen from dummy half to O'Connor. And then Sterling. This is Lamb. Lamb jinking, giving O'Connor room. Bacco got O'Connor. Stands and plays it. Sterling creating gaps, keeping it alive, the Blues. Pearce will give it to Ettinghausen for a bit of room. Now McGaw, and he'll still go. Kick forward, knocked on. New South Wales will come up with a loose head and feet.
That was good tactics. That little left foot kick in field caught Queensland napping. And our fellows are definitely...
Martin Bella, I think it is down, injured.
Yes, he's behind the camera.
Sterling takes the ball out the back of the scrum, gives it to Lamb. O'Connor, Jack. Oh, hard run from Gary Jack. He's had a power of a game tonight. Now O'Connor. He's tackled 3 metres out. Testing time for Queensland. They lead 10-6, 12 minutes to go. Sterling throwing one to Pearce, and Curry came in with a great cruncher. They're back to the 10-metre line. Sterling, Folkes, he'll get up, and he'll be tackled by Miles. Now Dunn to dummy half. Sterling giving it to Lamb. There's the kick for O'Connor. He's missed it. He's missed it. It's gone into touch. No try.
Oh, the thickness of a butterfly's wing again.
And so the scrum to pack 5 metres out from the line. Langer will get the feed. New South Wales at 1-1. Sterling, a metre out. Elias, Dunn, Ettinghausen, 1 metre out. New South Wales, the onslaught coming. Jack, Ferguson, ball and all from Lewis. Now McGaw. 10 metres out from the line. 10.5 minutes remaining. Through Sterling. Lamb. Cut out pass. In come Canescu, who's just come on the field, and the touch judge is coming to say, I think, that Canescu didn't get permission to come on.
Well, I don't blame you for doing that either. Andrew Slack.
Well, if Canescu's about to be penalised, Daly should cop it too, because they both ran on at precisely the same moment.
Here it is. Look at Canescu. Blake didn't know where he came from.
New South Wales are going to get the penalty. I don't think they'll kick for goal. I think they'll kick for touch or take a tap and keep the pressure on. 10 minutes remain.
They can't do anything else.
10-6 Queensland lead. You're watching all the action on Nine's Wide World of Sports from Lane Park. Folks, 6 metres out. Elias, done. Backo and Fuller and Smith the tackles. The chance for Queensland. Pearce. Langer got across and cover with Fulton. Sterling again. Langmack dropped it. That's gone backwards. That'll be a knock-on and that'll be Queensland's feed.
And it could have nearly been a penalty because he touched it after it touched the New South Wales player. But this will be interesting. Well, that's the greatest pressure I've seen Queensland put up in about 3 State of Origin matches. They really had to defend.
This is shades of the last game last year when it got down to the final 10 minutes when Queensland held on to win the match and win the series. If they do it tonight, they'll win the match and the series. But I'll tell you, there's 8.5 minutes remaining. Backo makes it to the 22. You were saying before the game, Mick Beavers, that you thought this would be what State of Origin football's all about. I don't think anything's happened to change your mind, has it?
Not at all. Real good stuff, but they got a chase.
Eddinghausen. Backo, the last line of defence, bar Belcher. Queensland are breaking in that straight line.
They're cracking on that man-on-man, and they can't afford to do it.
Elias has tackled 10 metres outside the 22.
And they're back where they started, Queensland, defending grimly.
Daly. Elias. Sterling.
No one there.
On his own.
That's terrible. New South Wales walking. They shouldn't be walking in that position.
Dunn won't walk. Runs it hard. Paul Dunn. Last tackle coming up. Sterling. Through comes Langmack. Belcher takes it. Come back to the 22, says Mick Stone.
And that's great pressure, and the crowd like that. Good attack, great defence. And if you've switched your TV off or thinking about it, you must be mad at home. You must be absolutely mad.
Andrew Slack.
Well, 7 minutes to go, and Queensland have got to get out of their own territory. The defence has been magnificent. As I speak, Des Hasler replaces Terry Lamb. But Queensland, I think, on the second or third tackle, have got to get that ball way down the other end, and defend as if their lives depend upon it.
Backo is off. Sam Backo's done his job. Sam Backo off. Gilmister on, and away goes French. Brett French runs at 12 metres inside New South Wales territory.
6 to go.
Langer turning it for Gilmister. Almost to the 22 of the Maroons. Lewis, Langer, not a good pass. Jackson will pick it up. And 8 metres outside the quarters where Queensland will play it. Lewis is calling for it. He's got the ball now. And he's tackled. They lead by 4 points, Queensland, 10-6. 6 minutes to go. Look at Bella. Look at Martin Bella.
Oh, that's a great piece. That's big stuff. He's been going, big gutsy effort, and he really given plenty.
Langer puts it up. It's high. Through they come. It's loose. O'Connor will pick it up, and he'll be tackled in goal.
That's pressure. That's pressure football. Wayne Bennett must be pleased with that. Put him up, pin him, and hold it down.
O'Connor's hurt.
He's got a cramp. Here's the replay for, and I'll tell you what, a half a metre, and look at him, Langer. Oh no, O'Connor was there.
that man Michael O'Connor. Can he play this game or what? He can play. He's a great player. Miles. Straight at post. There's 5.5 minutes to go. Canescu on the 22. Borton. Cole Borton. Oh, what a try, this man. Now Gilmister and Langer having a run. Lewis. Gilmister.
Trying to get it away over the top. That ball must be still slippery.
Now Canescu giving it to Langer. Inside it goes to Lindner. Bobby Lindner. Last tackle coming up. Canescu. Back to Langer. He's under the post. That's the ball game. It's all over. Queensland have won it. They've won the match. They've won the series. Alan Langer.
They've 4 minutes, 25 seconds to go. And look at them going mad. They're really happy. And the little man, what's his name, Alf? Well, Alf's come home like a beauty, but there's still 4 minutes to go. But I'd say that's the ball game.
Well, this has been a great effort by this Queensland side. And let's not take anything away from New South Wales with under 4 minutes remaining. But Lewis applauding. New South Wales have given it their best shot tonight. They have played great rugby league, but the courage and the conviction of Queensland to lay down their life for their maroon jersey is going to tell the tale. 14-6 with the kick to come from Belcher.
And 3:34, 3 minutes 30 seconds, and he's kicked it.
16 points to 6 is the lead for Queensland. But you can bet your life you better keep your eye on this man coming up with the ball. Michael O'Connor, as we see Canescu turning to Langer. And Alfie's under the post. Look at Lewis. Now watch O'Connor for the kick-off. There'll be something on here. Little stab. No. Plays it safe. Miles. And Miles will be tackled 20 metres out from the line. There'll be nothing fancy now.
No, but they'll want to play it hard. This is when they'll get injured, because these Blues will be coming in.
Gilmister.
And I've got to pay credit to Wayne Bennett here. He made those changes at the opportune moment. Hello.
Canescu going to ground.
Bella and Langmack having a bit of a stab at each other.
Gilmister. Borton will take the tackle, and this will be the clearing kick. Someone will put the thump to this. Back it'll go to Belcher. It'll be a quick kick. It's a big kick. It's made Eddinghausen scamper. It's going to go dead.
Now they defend. 2 minutes, 9 seconds to go. Here's the kick. Oh, this is the play. We're watching the try again. That's good stuff. And watch Wally Lewis. He picks him up and goes, "You little ripper."
So Elias takes it 5 metres out from the line, from his 22. Down with Dunn. Mickott, and the ball's gone loose. It's still New South Wales ball. It's been knocked on. Well, what about Mick, the courage of the side tonight?
Well, they really were disciplined. They worried me a little in the first part of the second half when they were dropping the ball. But the rain's gone, and all of a sudden they've got plasticine on their hands.
Belcher outside the 22. What about it, Andrew Slack? A very, very tough game with Queensland just being able to survive at the right time. Well, I don't think Andrew can hear from the roar of the crowd. I don't blame him. The noise is deafening here. Jackson. 12 metres out. 66 seconds remaining. Now goes to Lewis. Who wants it? Lindner. And he'll be tackled. 10 metres out from the line. In the dying seconds of the match. Andrew Slack, while they played a great effort tonight.
Yeah, superb effort from both sides, really. All 30 players that played did their role well, and it just shows what marvellous character that Wayne Bennett has instilled into this Queensland team. They were gone for all money from time to time, and certainly it wasn't a perfect display, a lot of drop ball, but at the end of the day, they let one try through, scored a couple themselves, a magic effort.
Well, it's one of the toughest games I've seen. They're watching the clock roll down 20 seconds. One of the hardest I've seen in State of Origin. They gave no quarter and they didn't back off an inch either side.
And in the dying seconds, the ball's kicked